This week at Interior. The Trump administration is granting military veterans and Gold Star families free access to national parks, wildlife refuges, and other federal lands managed by Interior starting this Veterans Day. While in Iowa at the Gold Star Families Museum this week, Secretary Bernhardt made the announcement with veterans and their families. The Secretary says extending free access to our most iconic and treasured lands is a meaningful way to honor these American patriots. More exciting news is our nation's fifth grade students and their families will now have free access to our public lands through August 31st, 2021. Secretary Bernhardt signed a secretary's order establishing the policy as some of our nation's fifth grade students were unable to make full use of the Every Kid Outdoors annual fourth grade pass during the 2019-2020 academic year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now both 4th and 5th graders will have free access to national parks and other federal lands managed by the department during this academic year. Secretary Bernhardt announced the successful recovery of gray wolves at Minnesota Valley National Wildlife Refuge in Minneapolis, returning the management of the species to states and tribes after the wolves spent 45 years on the endangered species list. The gray wolf population in the lower 48 states is now more than 6,000 wolves, the latest in a strong list of ESA recoveries that includes the bald eagle, peregrine falcon, American alligator, brown pelican, and numerous other species. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service will monitor the species for 5 years to ensure its continued success. Secretary Bernhardt this week released Interior's economic report for fiscal year 2019, which highlights the department's positive impact on managing public lands and the jobs created from private sector activities that take place. The report says 1/5 of the nation's energy supply came from Interior-managed lands and waters and points to Interior's contributions in recreation, non-fuel minerals, and a wide swath of other activities. Together, they supported $336 billion in economic output and 1.9 million jobs across the country, an increase of 200,000 jobs in comparison to fiscal year 2016. Deputy Secretary Kate MacGregor was in Pennsylvania and Ohio this week. She visited Penn State University's Center for Critical Minerals for a briefing and tour of the lab, then traveled to South Fork to attend a ribbon-cutting ceremony highlighting the reclamation of an old coal mine and extension of a 1.6-mile recreational trail. She also toured the Flight 93 National Memorial and learned about the National Park Service's contribution to the Trump administration's 1 trillion trees efforts through OSMRE's Appalachian Regional Reforestation Initiative. Later, MacGregor visited the Buckeye State, where she announced the 10-day notice rule at Sally Buffalo Park in Cadiz, and toured the Ohio Department of Natural Resources training facility. Interior this week announced the completion of a new mobile tool that provides real-time information on water levels, weather, and flood forecasts all in one place on a computer, smartphone, or other mobile device. Developed by USGS, the new National Water Dashboard provides critical information to decision makers, emergency managers, and the public during flood events, informing decisions that can help protect lives and property. It's Bat Week, our annual celebration of the role of bats in nature and all that these amazing creatures do for us. From providing essential pest control to pollinating our plants, bats are the unsung heroes of the night when they eat their body weight or more in insects, helping protect crops from pests. And our social media picture of the week, this amazing autumn photo of McKittrick Canyon in Guadalupe Mountains National Park in Texas. It's one of the best spots in the state to enjoy watching the leaves shift from lush green to spectacular shades of yellow and orange. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That's This Week at Interior.